Jamie's adventure in Iceland took our breath away. Got such a great response from so many of you. But a lot of follow-up questions did happen. So joining us now to help us answer some of them, climate expert Bernadette Woods Placky, the chief meteorologist at Climate Central, and a fellow Penn State graduate, so we know she knows her stuff.
We are.
Bernadette, I was asking you before, I was joking in Pop News about the fat squirrels, and I said, does that worry you? And you said, honestly, yes, because the ecosystem is out of balance.
It is. I mean, that's really the core of climate change, and we're going to get into a lot of that right now.
So we have a lot of questions. I know my kids had questions, and we've got questions from some of our viewers. And I want to start with this one. Cheryl on Twitter says, with all the ice water going into the ocean, how is it that ocean temperatures are rising?
Well, that's an interesting question, but take a glass of water, for example. When you first put the ice in, it does get colder, but over time that ice melts and the water warms. That's the same thing that's happening. Our whole Earth system is connected, and the more greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide from burning of oil, gas, and coal, we're warming our system more and more. So eventually over time, the ice will melt because temperatures are going up, and then the whole Earth, all of the water continues to warm.
It's really scary. Rodney on Twitter says, are glaciers growing in other parts of the world, or are they all melting?
They're melting. They're melting and retreating. But I want to get into the difference between land ice and sea ice here, because I think maybe where this is coming from is that we hear about growing sea ice in the Antarctic. Now, in the Arctic, it's melting like crazy. But land ice is different than sea ice. Glaciers are land ice. So we're putting more ice and more water into the ocean when they melt. Again, that glass of water. When you put more ice and water,
people who live on the coastline should be panicking and moving inland?
Well, they should be taking it seriously. We never want panic, but we need to take this seriously. It is a serious issue, but there are ways we can solve it.
Well, can you give us a couple of quick tips that we can take away and start doing today?
Well, we need small things, but we need big things. So the big transition away from carbon dioxide and fossil fuel is important because it has big impacts, but also on a local scale, we need to learn how the little things really play a part, how we can recycle more, what else we can do. Stop using as much plastic bottles and our bags. And one thing that always gets to me too is I'm the first one to join anyone for a good cup of coffee, but bring your own mug.
Right, yeah, I've begun to do that. I want to get a couple of video questions. Here's little Layla. Take a look.
I really want the polar bears to have food to eat so they won't be hurt, and I don't know how to fix it, and I really want to.
Well, Layla,
cry.
Layla, I got to tell you, you're not the only one. A lot of people are working on this issue. It is a serious one with serious impacts, but there are ways we can fix it if we all work together for this.
Okay, and then one more question from a concerned kid about conserving energy. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Charlie from Texas. If I always turn out the light, what other way can I conserve energy?
Charlie, that's great. That's a great thing. And the more you can conserve energy and reduce your impact on the planet, the more you're going to help everything. And that's all resources. Energy, turn down the temperature a little bit from your heat and vice versa. When it's your air conditioning, turn that a little bit down too. Or, excuse me, turn up the temperature from your heat and turn down from your air conditioning. Also, get on your feet, walk somewhere, take a bike somewhere. You don't always have to get in a car. Home gardening is a great solution to a lot of issues, and it's healthier, and you save money.
Yeah, so little things really do matter. Thank you to all of our kids and everybody asking questions, and thank you, my fellow Penn Stater.